No, ReZero, why do you do this to me? Every week I come and watch it, I know I'm going to get hurt every time, and then you go for the entire episode, you got a good feel-good feeling, everything seems to go well, then at the very end you just shit on my heart. It's heartbreaking. So first things first, before I start the review, I want to say a big thank you to Twitch user Kiilstofte. You sent me a 2-day pass for Crunchyroll so I could watch this episode a bit earlier than I normally would, so I want to say a big thank you for that. Really appreciate it, because this episode just went like this to me. Then I just want to quickly jump to the very end of the episode. First of all, how awesome was that? As soon as the little spirit flew out, it was like this. You knew something was bad. I had a suspicion that Sloth would jump into Subaru, but not in this way. At first I thought it was the book corrupting him already, and I was like, oh, but he hasn't read it yet. But then as soon as you started hearing like doing all that sort of noise, you're like, no. So now we're at this dilemma where Subaru is unselfishly saying, just kill me, like, it's not worth it, like, this doesn't end until Sloth is defeated, so just kill me. It's really good to see that Julius hesitates and says, no, you had something you wanted to tell me, you promised me and all this, and Subaru's like, no, well, I guess I won't be able to tell you this. And the whole time you can see he's struggling with Sloth being inside of him, where he's like, no, I'm Natsuki Subaru and all this. And then he asks Felix to please do this, and you see Felix, I thought he, like, killed him straight away first, but you see him fall down, so he must have just sort of, like, subdued his body. The episode ends with Julius bringing up the sword, bringing it down like that, cuts away, and we see Amelia in the background turn like this. Do I think they've killed Subaru? No. And the reason I think that is because I'm not too sure. I just don't think Subaru's dead. I think too much shit has happened in this episode, considering how close we are to the end of this season. There's no way he's going to make Subaru do all that again. If they did, then holy shit, I feel so bad for Subaru. But I think what's going to happen is Julius is going to bring the sword down, and one of the unseen hands is going to come and block it. And then Subaru might get up, or that unseen hands will make his like body move. If he's like crippled at the moment, then they'll move for him. And I think Amelia may be able to help exercise him or something, but they have to find a way to defeat this Sloth inside of Subaru. I have no idea how they're going to do it. Maybe it'll just be a mind battle, Subaru versus Beetlejuice. We're just going to have to see. But my interpretation is Subaru will live. Don't worry. But that's just a theory. A TGS theory, if you will. Right then, let's go back all the way to the start of the episode then, shall we? So, first up we learn that Julius is a spirit knight. Basically, he's a spirit arts user who happens to be good with the sword. So, that little red spirit that we kept seeing float around, it's similar to, I think, what Roswell had, because you saw him summon all these, like, colourful things. I thought they were the elements, but I'm guessing they're different spirit arts of, like, maybe they're different natures. So, Julius clearly has a spirit for nearly every single element. That's how I kind of looked. He had light, dark, fire, water, wind and earth, I'm guessing. And he put the little fire one called L, I think it was, inside of Subaru. I think he kind of implied it kept him with him just to sort of keep tabs on him, just in case he tried anything suspicious, or just to make sure he didn't get hurt or anything like that. And I wasn't too sure which one it was, but that is the reason why Subaru was able to escape a few times, and at least we know what that is now. So I was sort of correct when I said in the last episode that Ram would be suspicious of Subaru. Ram even says to Subaru, I can't believe you would bite the hand that feeds you. So basically you got everything you can from Roswell, from Amelia, then as soon as you get taken to this different area, you just go with all them, and you come to attack our place. And like there was some misunderstandings with sending a blank letter back to Ram and all that, which obviously apparently means a declaration of war. I wonder if that's true in the real world and things like that. That's quite interesting. That kind of gets resolved, and it doesn't really become an issue later on. So yeah, it was pretty good. I liked how Subaru tried to handle the village situation. He tried to handle it with a bit of finesse, kind of how you would in the real world. And he's saying to them like, oh, there's some mad beasts, they're going to come, they're going to attack the village, so we're just going to get you all out of it. And they're like, no, there's the witch's cult, why are you lying? So that failed, and he was kind of getting down on himself, and they're all insulting Amelia, saying, well, the reason that the witch's cult are coming here is because of Amelia and that castle and everything. And then like Subaru's annoyed at them, but I kind of saw it from their point of view. They are right. All this war is basically someone else's battle. They're just caught in the middle of it. So for them to be angry, I understand. But Amelia does redeem herself. Well, she didn't need to redeem herself, but she might have proved herself in their eyes because she comes and helps them out towards the end. So when she cried, I didn't fully understood what she cried for. Is it because she feels like she's gained the acceptance of other people? Was it because that was the first time she killed someone? I wasn't too sure. No, has she killed anyone before? I'm not sure, but yeah, if you guys know what her tears meant, I'd like to know. The part where Subaru and Felix are in the little wagon and the guy comes in and says, hey, you two lovers, don't get quarrelling or something like in here. That was funny initially because, obviously, Felix is a guy. But when Felix says, oh, this is one of the hands or something like this, and she shields Subaru and he blows up, I was like, oh shit, I hope Felix isn't dead, because that's another one of the big characters that I didn't want to die. As well, who was it that almost died as well? Wilhelm, when that knife came through his eye, I was like, oh, don't get killing Wilhelm as well. But he seemed to be okay. He took an explosion as well. Apparently explosions don't kill that many people unless you're one of the villagers that were like skewed across the floor, all dead. So, yeah. But the appearance of Sloth really makes you think how terrifying this person is, because the fact that he can just jump to each one of his fingers every time one of them dies is really powerful to begin with. What with the hands as well, even though they've sort of figured out how to fight him by like brushing up dust so they can see them. Just the manner of just how he is, it's just crazy. And when he becomes one of his new forms, he just bites off his fingernails. Oh, it's brilliant. But Subaru really made me laugh in this episode. Because, what did he say? Subaru says something like, oh my god, will you please stop yelling? If you keep yelling, you're going to make my brain tremble. Which is something that obviously Sloth said, and that like annoys him. So I just liked how Subaru was like riling up Sloth. It was pretty good. In fact, that was interesting because I didn't realise that's how the Ma-beasts work. When Subaru led the one Sloth into the forest, took the little gem thing so that gem would keep him safe. I didn't realise that obviously the scent of the witch attracts these creatures. I thought it was just Subaru in particular that Ma-beasts didn't like. So I'm guessing it's just all of the witch people, because I thought they were like creations of it. I guess not. So it's just interesting. I didn't know. So I was surprised when the Ma-beasts come and just wrecked that one Sloth. But it was pretty cool. When Amelia appeared in the battle, once I heard her voice, I thought, oh, fantastic. I didn't even think of a scenario where she come and help them during this battle. So that was brilliant to see, and just like hearing her voice again was quite nice. And the fact that Sloth was brought to tears, because she is pretty much looks exactly like the Jealous Witch to a point, I think. So you can see that's probably why Sloth is crying, because he's seeing the person that he loves, even though it's not her. He probably sees her like as an imitation. That's why he wants to kill her, to appease his love, the real Jealous Witch. But we go from that, we get the defeat of the final finger of Sloth. Everything looks hunky-dory. It's all gone really well. And then we see Subaru do his little heartbeat thing and he goes off. And then, as we've already talked about at the start of the episode, that ending. Oh my god. It just really gets you down, doesn't it? Like, I don't think I'd love this series as much as if it didn't toy with my emotions as much as it already does. So, yeah. It was a great episode. I can't wait to find out next week when, hopefully my theory's right, where Subaru is not dead. He's been saved by Beetlejuice, and somehow Subaru is going to get him out and kill him. I'd be curious to see as well the fact that if that works, if Subaru is able to create, well, he would be able to create the hands, wouldn't he? Once Beetlejuice leaves his body, if that does happen, would Subaru still be able to use the unseen hands kind of thing? Because I don't know. I'm not sure. Like if because he had the power within him, kind of thing. So maybe he'd be able to take that. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, that was pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, another fantastic episode. I can't wait to watch the next week's episode. Like every other week, I think we're down to, was it 2 more episodes? 1 more episode? And then we've got to wait, like, what, probably like a year until we can watch another one. That's if they guarantee there's going to be a new season. But I think after I've watched all these, I will be reading the light novels because I'm just too curious and I want to know more. And I wish I had something to do with ReZero, like some sort of merchandise, like some ReZero pop figures or a ReZero t-shirt or something. I think that'd be pretty cool to have. So I'm going to keep my eye out, and hopefully one of my Loot Anime boxes might give me something ReZero related. You know what I want? A little Puck plushie. That would be pretty good. I don't want the Witch's Cult book. Don't get sending me that, Loot Anime. But yeah, I'd like to say thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, favourite, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts and theories. What's going to happen next week? Is Subaru going to live? Let me know below, and thanks for watching. Right then, guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically, I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime related stuff. and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately, I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also, I'm wearing, spoiler, a t-shirt. You'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which